we are now going to listen to my new great friend, Nicole. I have never tried to say your last name. I've never tried to say that. I just call you Nicole.
Nicole, just Nicole, right?
Nicole.
Kulmaczewski.
Yes. So she's going to first talk about her involvement with one of the rising stars of not-for-profit stuttering organizations in the world called Myspeech. And then she's going to deliver her C Talk, where she'll talk about her journey through the educational process of becoming a speech language pathologist. Just some really, really good stuff, you know, and I know that everyone is going to enjoy it and benefit it. It's my great pleasure to introduce Nicole.
Thank you, Tom. So buckle in, guys, because we're going to be together for the next 40 minutes. So first, like Tom said, I'm just going to talk about the wonderful nonprofit that I've been involved with. Can I just get a thumbs up from anyone if you can see the screen here? Awesome, great. All right. So Myspeech, we are a nonprofit organization, and we are dedicated to becoming the bridge between people who stutter and speech language pathologists. Millions of people stutter, and millions of people need a bridge to access the services that they need to reach their full potential. So just a little bit table of contents of what we're going to discuss today. I'm going to talk about our framework. I'll get into the scholarships that we provide. I'll talk about our app that we recently came out with, our weekly Wednesday meetings, and then at the end, I will talk about advocacy efforts. So the system heals the fragmentation of speech therapy by improving outcomes and reducing costs, therefore making speech therapy more effective. We partnered with Sparrow this year, actually, to make over 60 SLPs more accessible that are not board certified fluency specialists, but are still out there doing some amazing things, and they deserve recognition. We connect people who need help to people who want help and can help in the best way. So scholarships. Each year, we give out 10 scholarships to people who stutter for 24 sessions with one of our partnered speech therapists. We recognize that supportive speech therapy for people who stutter is really expensive. We connect people who stutter that seek financial support with our network of some of the best speech therapists in the United States who treat stuttering. And this year, we have a new scholarship out. We've partnered with Friends to cover the registration costs of one duo, so one parent and child duo, to go to the conference and be able to experience that if they weren't able to do so because of financial circumstances. So we're very proud to announce that. And now our app. So we have built a digital resource platform that enables people who stutter to access life-changing speech therapy, community connections, and self-help resources. Our team collects and vets the resources to make sure that they are the most helpful and accurate when they can be. We hope that this all-in-one platform empowers people to make informed decisions to transform their quality of life. It is made for the stuttering community by the stuttering community. Our weekly Wednesday meetings. So every week on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we host a weekly meeting. And this can be one of two types of meetings. So we have people who stutter come and be guest speakers, and we let them talk about their story or discuss things that they have maybe discovered in the stuttering community, or just talk or practice some of their presentations. It is a great way to meet people and people who stutter or people who don't stutter in the community. We've had some grad students come join us just to see what we're all about. So it's really great, and it's a really great safe space to be in. On the other hand, we host community gatherings. So these are a little bit more relaxed. They're not, a presentation or anything like that, but we we just like to check in on each other sometimes. So any projects that are coming up, we update each other on how our lives are going. If anybody had something like really important going on the week before, the week after, we talk about that and we just really support each other. They're a great environment to be in. So I wanted to also talk a little bit about the advocacy and awareness efforts that we do as an organization. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is our See Green for Stuttering project. I spearheaded this project in the beginning of the year, and I wanted people all around the United States and America to identify a landmark that they have seen or maybe around where they live that lights up for specific holidays or events, and to ask them to light it up for National Stuttering Awareness Week. It could be for the whole week, it could be for just one night. I provided them with a template on what to say and how to find the lighting request forms. I am very proud to say that we have probably about 15 people. So this is great for this project being so last minute. But I know there are people that are having like gatherings to view this being lit up, and I think it's a really great message to send, and I'm just really excited for the future of this project, because I feel like as the years go by, we're going to have more and more states, and hopefully we'll light up America one day. The second thing I wanted to talk about is National Poetry Month. So in April of last year and this year, we highlighted people who stutters poetry or their creative writing for National Poetry Month. It is something that is just so beautiful, and I love how talented these writers are, and just the emotions that they can express through their writing is amazing, and we're proud to share that, and we're proud to highlight people who stutters voices and stories, whether that's through poetry, through writing, through videos, whatever the case may be. Social media posts and opportunities. So we're always making social media posts about awareness. We're sharing things online. You can use our Instagram and our Facebook as a resource. We'd like to be in the community, and we like the community to know that we are there for them. Our blog is something that I am personally very proud of, because that's like my baby. But we have tons of blog posts written by people who stutter. And it spans from people talking about their life stories to just very specific moments about stuttering. I mean, you can find pretty much anything and everything on this blog. I even wrote a post about my experiences at one of the stuttering conferences that I was at. So there's a bunch of themes you can explore. And it's overall just like a really great resource for people to go into and just be able to read stuff to make them feel not so alone in this journey. And again, our educational weekly meetings. So whether that is for people who want to come on and practice a speech, or just be a little bit more comfortable with talking to people, you are more than welcome to come. And we have plans actually to be at ASHA this year. So we wanted to have a table in ASHA for 2023. So if people don't know, that's the American Speech and Hearing Association's conference, which is going to be held in Boston, Massachusetts this year. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is a new project that I'm starting. It's called the Definition Project. Because everybody seems to have a different definition of stuttering. And we want to provide a definition to the world that involves the voices of people who stutter. And so I want to collect as many definitions of stuttering as I can. I'm going to compile them and put them in sort of a slideshow on our website so people can come on. And when people search up what is the definition of stuttering, I hope that this is one of the resources they come across to hear the true definition of stuttering that comes internally from people who stutter. And that is my email down there that I'll also post in the chat later. If you guys want to email me your definitions, that would be amazing. And thank you. And this is my email, and that is our website for anybody who's interested in learning more. So if anybody has any questions.
Is it only on Apple?
Right now, yes, it is only on Apple, but we do have a web-based version. So you can access it on your computer if you want, because the Android hasn't approved of it yet. So sorry.
And do you also plan on different time zones because your sessions are around 2-3 a.m. European time?
Yeah, so we've been discussing with our executive team to make one of the either on Wednesday or a different day to make it a little bit more accessible for people that are outside of the United States time zone.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah. Tom.
Who's the idea person at Myspeech?
We're all the idea people at Myspeech. But I'm more so involved in like the front of it all. So the advocacy efforts, the projects, I mean, we all talk about it, but I'm usually the one that, like, advocacy is sort of my niche within the organization.